And I am here with the final part of my G2 Fall of Cybertron exclusive Combaticons review. Now, in this video we're going to show you how to combine them all into BRUTICUS, but I thought that we'd just get a full shot of all the Combaticons together, because I actually haven't done that yet. So here they are all together, they look pretty cool. There's Brawl just chilling back there. Honestly, this set is fantastic. I love all of these molds. Some more than others, but honestly they are all good figures. I mean, none of them are terrible. I would rate none of these terrible. So this is a really highly recommended set. It is much cooler in person than pictures can lead you to believe, because honestly, let's face it, pictures have not done this mold justice, this BRUTICUS set justice, because honestly they don't really look that good in the pictures, but honestly in person they are fantastic. All the figures are a lot of fun, and honestly you will not regret buying them. But now what we're going to do is we're going to combine them all into BRUTICUS. Now, I did do the individual transformations into their limb modes on their own separate videos, but then I thought to myself that that's going to be a bit of a pain in the arse if someone just wants to watch the combination and BRUTICUS figure, so I'm going to do them again in this video in a bit more detail, because I don't really do it in much detail in the individual videos, so I might as well do it properly. So let's get these out of the way, and we'll start with Onslaught, start with the torso, get stuff done. Let's get these out of the way. Now, to transform Onslaught, what we're going to do is we're going to flip down that head, flip down Onslaught's head, rotate BRUTICUS's head around, like so. Then what we're going to do is we're going to come back here, take this little piece here, fold it down, and that will sort of peg in, like so. Then we're going to rotate these pieces up and peg them into the side of his knee, like that, and that will form BRUTICUS's thigh. Then what we can do is we're going to rotate the entire chest section and rotate it around like that. Then what we can do, flip these little panels up and sort of angle these up a little bit. Come back here, we're going to take the arms, going to rotate them around, just rotate the arms backwards. Then we're going to bend them and they will peg in to these. His hands will just sort of grab them like that. And there is Onslaught. Now we're going to get started with the legs. So to transform Swindle here, we're just going to pick the legs together, leave the feet out. Then we are going to rotate the waist section around, flip the little exhaust pieces around on his arms. We can flip these little panels back, like so. Unpeg his chest section, flip in the head, like so. And then when we do that, we're actually going to pull out the connect peg from there. And there's the peg. Then what we're going to do is basically we're going to go back to vehicle mode. That's really all Swindle's transformation is. Rotate the arms in, make sure they peg in nice and tightly, like so. Then we're just going to peg in this section, and there is Swindle in his leg mode. Now for the other leg, this is Brawl. What we're going to do is we're going to flip the head in, like so, flip in these little pieces, and fold in the hands, like so, and rotate these up, and peg them in as if we were going back to vehicle mode, like that. Same on the other side, rotate these up, sort of peg them in, like that. Then what we're going to do is we're going to rotate them forward, like that. Then we can take this piece, rotate it around, and we're going to sort of peg it in on there, like that. Now what we can do is we're going to come around here, rotate the legs sort of sideways, and we're going to try and flip them in. And it's kind of a pain to do, but it's not too difficult. You've got to get everything out of the way. And we're going to rotate the legs in. Come on. Yeah, it is sometimes a pain in the arse, but there we go, they are pegged in. Now what we can do is rotate the arms back into their position. Take this piece, fold it down, and then there are two little pegs on here, and these will just attach and hold in place his foot, like that. And then we're nearly done. Just got to flip the peg up here and rotate this section down, and this will sort of peg in to the little cannons on here. And there is Brawl in his leg mode. Now let's get started on the arms. This is Vortex. What we're going to do is flip the head up, like so. Flip this entire section forward. Rotate these arms up and around, like so. basically we're going to go halfway back to vehicle mode. Rotate this up and just sort of get them all pegged in like that. Now what we're going to do though is we're going to fold this section out like that, and these two little pegs here will peg into these little holes, and they peg in quite tightly actually. Flip out the little connector peg, rotate the waist section around, flip these panels up like that. Now with this you can either have Bruticus to have a little cannon on his arm, or you can actually give him his real hand, which is what I'm going to do. Then just peg that section together, and there is his left arm, Vortex. And now finally for blast off, what we're going to do is we're going to fold up the arms like so, unpeg them from these little sections here, rotate the head down, and just flip up his chest like that, flip out the connector peg, come back here, rotate the these two halves into place as if we're going back to vehicle mode, like so, peg them together. Oops. Then we're going to rotate these sections out, flip out his hand, and sort of angle them that way. Now this was kind of weird in the instruction, didn't really make much sense. When I first read the instructions I had to watch a review to get this right. Yeah, they have to sort of peg together like that. I was transforming him wrong apparently for the first few days of getting this toy, but there we go, that's how you correctly transform it. And now it is time to combine them all. Now what we're going to do is going to take Onslaught here, then take the legs. I'm going to start off with the legs. So put Swindle on this side, Brawl on this side, and we're going to peg Onslaught into there. Now what I really like about these pegs is that they aren't little piddly power core combiner pegs. They are really, really tight, and they are not going to come off very easily. So that's what I really like about these. It is a very good combiner. Anyway, peg the legs together like so. Now what we're going to do, come up here. Oh god, we've got a bit of, let me try and get rid of the glare a little bit. Yeah, now up here we're going to take Blast off and peg him into this side, like so. And take Vortex, peg him onto this side, like so. And these limbs are all interchangeable, by the way. You can mix it up. I believe that Swindle and Brawl also have limb modes, not limb modes, arm modes. Sorry. So you can really you can mix and match, do whatever the hell you want with it. But there is Bruticus, fully combined and in Bruticus form. You can also go ahead and take Onslaught's little gun here and peg it on the back of here, and there he is with the cannon. Now sorry if this is really kind of hard to see. He's a very tall figure. When he's in combined mode he's about leader class size when combined, so he's going to be kind of hard to show off, but there he is in all of his glory, looking pretty badass. He does come with a few weapons, which I'll show off now. Basically all of the individual weapons combined to make this. I have used it, I've made it without the Onslaught thing. You can use the Onslaught gun, but honestly I prefer it, you know, on his shoulders, on his back. So this is what you can make without Onslaught's cannon. Make sort of this weird looking, I don't know, it's really kind of odd. But there you go, you get a new weapon. You can either have it like that, or you can actually rotate them around, and they do peg into some little pegs that are on Brawl's gun. So that's pretty cool. I mean, it's a good weapon, and any of the arms can hold it. You can either put it in Vortexes or Blast-offs, it really doesn't matter. Now for a quick size comparison, here he is next to Fall of Cybertron's Starscream. Now I'm going to pan back a bit. Yeah, you can definitely see that Bruticus is friggin' huge. He's a really good size, because obviously all of these individual limbs are deluxe size, so you know, basically it's just deluxe is standing on each other. But honestly, it's a very good size, a very, very good figure, and he scales perfectly in your collection. Now let's just get a bit of a close-up of some of the detail that Bruticus has got going on here. He's got a very cool looking head sculpt there. We have the nice G2 Decepticon symbol. Just really cool detail, you know, throughout the individual figures. I really do like this set. It's a very, very nice set. Got a nice G2 Decepticon symbol on Vortex just there. This is just a really cool set. This blew me away when I first opened it. It's just a fantastic play set. Really, really fun, and all around just great. For articulation on Bruticus, the head can rotate left and right, but you really don't want to prat around with it because of that gun. The arms can rotate 360 degrees, but you really don't want to wear them out, and they can also rotate out the peg, but I don't recommend that. So can Blast Off can do the exact same. It can rotate 360 degrees. He has waist articulation, which is pretty cool. Now, like I said in my Onslaught review, he does have sort of a really heavy ratchet joint up here, but you will strain it if you try and bend it, so I don't recommend that. No knee articulation, unfortunately. Knee articulation. This sort of, I'm looking at Onslaught here. It doesn't have any articulation up here in this sort of thigh area. He does have knee articulation. My mistake. In both of these guys can rotate. They've got really heavy ratchet joints, and they sound really awesome. But this is about it for my Follow Cybertron Bruticus review. Honestly, like I said earlier, this set is fantastic. Definitely pick it up, and I'm going to leave off with another quick look at him, just so you can, you know, see him properly. Honestly, he is in proportion fairly well. I mean, pictures made these guys look really kind of weird together, but honestly, they scale really nicely, and they look pretty damn badass. So, yeah, definitely buy this. I mean, the individual figures are fantastic. Combine mode is great. Hopefully this means we'll be seeing more combiners in the future. I definitely hope so. This is the only, you know, proper combiner I actually have at the moment, unfortunately. You know, besides the Legends Devastator, but that's besides the point. Yeah, so I will be getting the Wreckers set. I know there's a Wreckers repaint coming out of it, and I'll probably be getting, you know, every other Bruticus that's released, because honestly, I love this mold, and I will buy any repaint of it. So yeah, I'm a sucker, but I really like this mold, whatever. But yeah, there is Bruticus. Overall, fantastic set, really highly recommended, and I will see you guys in the next review. Take care.